What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Red River Aviation. Hope you guys are on a fantastic day today. And today we have the 2019 recap and 2020 preview video. Hopefully you guys are excited for today's video. If you guys are, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell because you are not going to want to miss any content in 2020. So in this video, obviously, we're going to go over 2019 in general, and we're going to go into 2020 with our preview, what my goals are, and what all I have to say about it. So let's begin with the 2019 recap. If you couldn't tell, 2019 was, to say the least, pretty amazing. In 2019, we accumulated 57,000 views, 57.7K to be exact. Thank you guys so much for that. That's an insane number. I never thought that this year that we would just go completely insane. 2,800 hours of watch time. We are going to have ad revenue in 2020, and it's going to be an awesome start to the decade. But that's a huge increase from only 400 in 2018. And I said that I wanted 500 subscribers in 2019. By the end, we in 2019 alone gained 549. So thank you guys so much for that. It was insane to say the least. I'll go over some of my bigger videos here, beginning with the best video in my opinion of 2019 from a view and all the view standpoint, which was my very first ever Psycho Avigeek video, which is a rage about the Gemini Jets and NG models situation when NG models was a big topic at the time and still is to this point. The video has accumulated nearly 6,000 views with a whopping 278 hours of watch time, which is 10% of my whole channel. Thank you guys for all the support, and I hope you guys are excited for more Psycho Avigeek to come. Then the next video, which was a model video that came out in 2018 but still did very well into 2019, was the first ever annual massive unboxing, which had 3,600 views in 20 or oh, that's total. Yes, 3,600 views, which was 6%, and 194 hours of watch time. And then the second ever massive unboxing came number 3 with 2,700 views and 153 hours of watch time. Then a really nice Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport update in June came through with 2,500 views and 146 hours of watch time in 2019. And then the third ever massive unboxing came out and, to say the least, did very well with 1,700 views to this point and 155 hours of watch time, if I'm reading that correctly. Yes, and then the second ever collection video also got 99 hours of watch time and 1,600 views. And then a video I made early in the year that really started to take off is how to make a 1/400 scale gate foil for Gemini Jets models. 1,300 views, 47 hours of watch time. And then the Dallas-Fort Worth update for January surpassed 1,000 views with nearly 47 hours of watch time as well. And then there's a handful of trip reports, how to make a terminal video, more trip reports, more airport updates, the Qatar video, and the other Psycho Avigeek, and just a ton of airport updates to round out the list, which all average between around the 10-hour mark in watch time. So thank you guys so much for an amazing 2019. It was truly surreal. I do want to say, please subscribe because I can't show you guys this. I'll show you guys the subscription rate and stuff, but as you can tell, we finally got in the YouTube search. Over 1,000 of the hours came in the YouTube search, and we got to make that even bigger in 2020. Along with a lot of browse features, which I'm pretty sure is a notification bell, so thank you to the 27% of you that do that. And then quite a few others, or here's the notification rate, which is 3.4, but nevertheless, I understand if you guys don't actually click the notification, go to my channel. I do want to look at the geography tab, though. Well, that's not even here. This doesn't matter, but the majority of you are 18 to 24, so about right, it sounds. Yeah, we had a couple female views, 5.5%, not bad. No revenue yet, obviously. This is what I'm trying to show you. Over 3/4 of my watch hours were people that are not subscribed. So please subscribe. I want to make an even bigger emphasis in 2020. And there's going to be a lot more live streams and a lot more things to come in the watch time department specifically. This is just this is off. Oh, these are subscribers. So off the watch page alone, it's for 415 you came. So that's pretty much if you're watching a video and the subscribe button's underneath the video, and that's that. 86 from the YouTube channel page, my actual page. 46 from the YouTube search. 43 rather. We need to be better with that playlist. This actually is pretty good, but the 115. I don't know what the 115 means, but a lot of you guys are using the playlist, so thank you guys for that. And here's where most of the watch time comes. I know a lot of you are on your phones, including me, but still a good amount from the computers and even tablets, TVs even. We had 400 hours of watch time on TVs. That's pretty awesome. And then even some gaming consoles. But I know, including myself, a lot of us are on phones watching videos, so make sure to like the video and subscribe. Obviously don't have that. We'll have that to go over in 2020. None of these really seem that interesting. I'll look at the location. Most of it from the watch page. Yeah. So overall, it was a fantastic year. But the majority of the views and watch time and everything came from one video. Or a great chunk of it. So thank you guys so much for an amazing 2019, the way to end the decade strong. Let's go to my channel now and review some videos that we had. We're currently at 714 subscribers. You're not going to want to miss out. You guys subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Nevertheless, let's go to the beginning of 2019 and look at where we started the year. Because I think it's always very important to recap everything you did in the year. The 2020 goals will be towards the end of the video, so make sure to stick around. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. I'll talk about at the very end the plans for the next couple of weeks. So we began the year obviously with this video, which we'll talk about that, the goals shortly after with the time stamp. And believe it or not, guys, we started the year with 3 airports: Tulsa, Albuquerque, and Dallas. We began with the Tulsa update, which had 420 views. It was a really good video that had some different United stuff. So I just love how this airport literally progressed from glass, a little glass table thing, and now it's literally on a whole board by itself. Next, we had a full flight FSX flight to fit the Friday rotation. We're moving this into more of the live stream type of deals, so make sure to subscribe and be on the notification, have the notification bell on, and make sure to be looking for events every day on the channel. There'll be a live stream next couple days. Next up, we have another Albuquerque update for the 1st of 2019. Obviously, that was my big timestamp. Did very well. I don't know if there was really anything much more to brag about besides some news, it looks like. And then the Dallas-Fort Worth update for January. Very good lighting, obviously. Had some decent models. Dallas by itself progressed so much in 2019. It was insane. And then we had the 200 subscriber special, which is just crazy to think that now we're going to be literally over 700 starting this year. But this is a huge Tulsa update with some new flight announcements. Then we had the February update for Albuquerque, a couple Delta aircraft changes, not really sure what else happened, and everything kind of slips my mind. I mean, just look at the durations. February 2019 Dallas update, can't really remember anything that just happened. Then we had the inaugural Pensacola International Airport update, which was my first ever board-made airport. And it was a very nice airport. It's still running to today on the channel. The videos for that are in their respective playlist. Really cool airport. It's smaller, but it's had some aircraft changes and things. So definitely worth looking at. Then we had the gate foil video in March, which has progressed pretty well recently. Very nice video to make. I really enjoyed it. Next up, we had the cargo building, or the Albuquerque update for March 2019. This is when we had the cargo terminal. I believe some more aircraft changes. Next was another Pensacola update, and I'm pretty sure there was a couple deals done on Terminal in that video. Oh, there goes the headphone. Hopefully you guys enjoyed background music. It's The Process by Lakely Inspired. If you haven't already been able to tell, I play it a lot. Then we had the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport update for March 2019. Iceland Air ceased operations. More new American flights. Things along the lines of that. I can't see what that's... Oh, this was the final airport update for Tulsa on the Glass. This was it. We progressed on from there. Then we had the American MD-80 unboxing. It was just a nice little one-off video that worked out, so it did pretty decent. Then we had the Albuquerque update for 2019. That was the new MD-83 at the time. There weren't really much new models in that update. Albuquerque's been kind of slow even to this day. Then we had the Mad Dog Central. This was when I got the 3 new MD-80s. There was a lot more MD-80s in the updates, so it worked out to make that the thumbnail. Then charters, obviously. This is I believe the only airport update was the April update when I had the other board for Pensacola, the runway, that unfortunately fell on the ground and the paper got all crumbled. Now, unfortunately, that didn't work. I put a lot of time into that runway, but unfortunately, it ceased to exist to this point, so... Yeah, but it was definitely a good update by itself, the Pensacola board. Maybe we'll come back to that runway idea at some point. We'll have to see. But that was the original plan, if you guys didn't know about Pensacola, was to have this whole runway board, which is currently sitting behind me. Then we finally made it to 300 subscribers to have the first ever Storyline Airport update, which is a series that you guys really enjoy, and it's progressed into something completely I did not expect it to. With all kinds of cutscenes and crazy events, and I'm just saying, the next update I'll talk about more towards the end. It's going to be an insane universe that something crazy is about to happen in that airport. And I'll be honest with you guys, there's a really good chance that maybe decreasing to 1 video a month on those because it's got way too big. But we'll discuss that towards the end. Then we made the first Tulsa International Airport update with the board. This is before I made the terminal video, but we had the aprons complete, and we were waiting on terminals to be done. Obviously, this was a huge update for Tulsa to finally actually be on a realistic board, so I was very happy about that. Next up, we had window foils added to Albuquerque. I believe this is about when Volaris started. I believe they started in June, but it was a pretty good update for May. And then summer finally came here, which this was the big turning point. This one all really took off, in my opinion. Then we had the Frontier A321 coming in, haven't came back since. The Apollo American 737, it was pretty crazy right there. Next Storyline Airport update. Obviously voting for the outcome. Then we had a spotting video on May 24th at Oklahoma City, which was a really cool video to make. A Tulsa video, which I guess I didn't finish the actual aprons yet, but they got complete in this video. Then we had the Qatar's A350 inaugural flight in Dallas-Fort Worth. Somehow I had a whole story time about that, which I do want to talk about story times in 2020 because I do want to make that bigger emphasis. Volaris started off June with the Qatar did, but first model airplane video was the Volaris into Albuquerque. Then that led us into the massive unboxing number 2, which obviously did very well, 2,600 views. Then we started the 2 monthly Storyline Airport update videos, which is just crazy to think that we had a new terminal and just all progressed. From there, another Dallas update, which this one, for whatever reason, just went insane. I guess massive. I didn't use it much at the time. It just went insane. Then we had the June update for Albuquerque. We had some new Frontier and stuff, so that was very cool. Another unexpected trip. All I gotta say right now is I'll talk about it towards the end of the video, but another trip's already been planned, so this is gonna be the best trip yet. It's a very exciting trip. So that was the Minnesota trip. Collection update number 2 did pretty well. June update for Tulsa. I really enjoyed making that video. The intro is really good. That's when Destin Fort Walton started on Allegiant. The Aero Mexico inaugural into Storyline Airport. It was pretty early on in its lifespan. And then I started changing the thumbnails around this time. I started doing borders. The font changed right here. And then I started adding numbers and stuff. So it's more easy for you guys to navigate. We had the original white Alaska and the Stripes tail, which I didn't know was still in service at this point. It may not be right now. I need to check, but we had the another Albuquerque update with that. Then we had the trip port, which is done pretty good, to Minneapolis. Followed by changes at the Storyline Airport, a lot of gate movement, obviously, still to this day. And then we had a Tulsa spotting video, which came out pretty good, but didn't do perfect, but still really fun video to make. I enjoyed it. Next, we had the terminal finally got complete in July, so that was pretty cool. But this video obviously didn't have terminals, so there was 3 months when the terminals weren't done for Tulsa, which was pretty insane. Then we had the Super 80 trip announcement, of course, went from 4 to 2. That was one of the biggest scams, not scams, but one of the biggest downfalls of 2019 was we got screwed out 2 MD-80s. Followed by a Pensacola update outside, great lighting, only update I've done outside to this point, pretty crazy. Then we had the How to Make a Terminal video, which came out really good. I think you guys really enjoyed that. Followed by the Minneapolis-St. Paul to Rochester trip port. And then we have more Storyline Airport updates. This was the late July 2019, followed by the Air France airplane, the spotting video of Minneapolis-St. Paul from taxiing through Minneapolis. Air France 787, pretty awesome to see that. Terminal B mainline made its way into the Dallas-Fort Worth update in July. That was one of my longest yet. And then this was a really cool video from the year. This was the 2-year anniversary and the 500 subscriber special, which I literally made a DFW airport that I had from a long time ago and put all kinds of old models into it back in the day. So that was one of my cooler videos. I really enjoyed making that. Then we had the most viral video of 2019, accumulating nearly 6,000 views. Like I said, Psycho AvGeek rages about the Gemini Jets and NG model situation. A lot of you guys found me from that video, and I hope you guys are enjoying the content to this day. This video is going to be a long recap. Then we had the massive Gemini Jets Storyline Airport update for August. There was a huge new terminal, and this before it expanded even more. Now it's on 4 tables. Then we had the Albuquerque update. This one finally got another Southwest model. This was Maryland 1. Another trip port from Rochester, Minneapolis, St. Paul. New models take over Gemini Jets International Airport for Pensacola. Yeah, there was a lot of regional, seasonal flights, so that's why it was such a big emphasis. And then this before we lost Mad Dogs in August. Channel update, which some of it followed through, but we became pretty consistent. November was a struggle. I'll talk about that when we get to that point. The cutscenes for the started in August for the Storyline Airport. It was a really cool idea, and I think you guys have really enjoyed it to this point still. Then we had the Delta Ember 175 trip port. That was still really awesome playing to fly. I really enjoyed that this year. The Reno Tahoe Airport started on the Tulsa board. I still think this was a really good idea, and it's still going to continue into 2020. Then we had real life diversions in the August 2019 story with the very ironic story that Delta 737. Then we had the final ever American Honors McDonnell MD-80 flight, which was by far my favorite part of 2019. I'll talk about that in just a moment. We had another Storyline Airport update where Doug Parker came in and had an insane change of plans in that universe. Then we had the final AMD-80 airport update, which was by far one of my favorite videos, probably the second favorite I've ever made. It was simply amazing, and I highly recommend you go watch it if you haven't already. Following, we have a Albuquerque update with the MD-80 theme being the theme of all the airport updates. Followed by the final ever Super 80 flight on American Airlines' final revenue flight into Tulsa. It was insane. I really enjoyed it, and it's really hard for me to talk about, but it was a surreal experience. We'll have more Super 80 stuff in the future. Then we had another Storyline Airport update with Walter Stone talking about American's future. Massive unboxing number 3 with broken models. That was pretty insane to do that live on camera. Then we had the new models for the Reno update, and then the recreation of AA267 at Tulsa. Followed by the Pensacola update to finish up the month or the year. or the month, yes. Then we had another MD80 trip report, which was from Tulsa, Dallas, Fort Worth. It was a really good video. I highly recommend you go check it out if you haven't already. Very long, but you can skip through it. It's really good. And I guess this is a glitch, but it pulls up the same storyline airport update twice, so here it is. But it was about the expansion, cargo area, spotting area, just right before Citrus Aviation came in. The next Psycho 8 video, which didn't do near as well, but it was about the 737 MAX situation. Followed by unbelievable changes to Albuquerque for mainline aircraft, which was very cool at the time. Followed by massive improvements at Dallas, another storyline airport update, great lighting at Pensacola again. That airport's hard to find clickbait for now. Dallas Fort Worth to Nashville American 737 trip report. It was a great video. Really came out pretty well, so I was pretty happy with it. October update for Tulsa, first with that MD80s. Obviously, it was hard to come up with good content for that. Followed by the realistic Alaska section at Reno. It was pretty cool. I think you guys enjoyed it. Getting those models. Air Canada's return to storyline airport update in November after the suspension. The November updates finally. Night update at Tulsa. This where we kind of really struggled to get videos out on a consistent basis was starting about right here. Frontier's new competition for the LAS flight at Reno. Delta CRJ 900 flight at Tulsa. Getting the CRJ 900 was a big part of this year too. Citrus Aviation finally came in late November 2019. Had a big difference. There was a new character introduced, which may be back soon. Thanksgiving video for the Pensacola International Airport. And then we had Dallas Fort Worth International Airport update for November 2019. Different destinations. It took a big break. Surreal 2019 for Albuquerque. Did really well. Storyline airport update. Latest to this point, we had a new logo, and there was a lot of things. So I'm excited to make that next video, which will probably be the next video out, hopefully tomorrow. New models at Tulsa, December 2019. We had Colorado 1 and CRJ 550s. That obviously got messed up footage-wise. But here's the final ever American Airlines McDonald's MD-80 trip report that came out a couple weeks ago. Then we had aircraft changes at Reno for upgrades, followed by another unexpected trip report to Atlanta, which went very well. I know this is my first time on here since then. I'll talk about that towards the end. Upgrades at Pensacola with the A319 Charlotte. That's very cool. And then the live streams finally came back. They'll be back hopefully next couple days. But we had... Did I miss a trip or a live stream? It's at the very bottom of the list, I think, because when I was creating the event, that's what day was set for originally, so it's at the very bottom, not in 2019. Then we had the Psycho AV reacts to Boeing CEO getting fired, hopefully gets in search or something. Some live streams, and then finally these two videos with the massive unboxing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Still on the channel if you want to watch it. Most of those were brand new. And the biggest ever Dallas Fort Worth International update to cap off 2019, and it was a great video to do so with the new fold-up table and a ton of new models. So that's the channel. It was pretty insane. But with how long this is running, I'm already going to get into the news here for what we did in 2019, or my goals for 2019, and how I either achieved them or did not. So let's hear it.
2019 goals. Number 1, do not quit.
Didn't quit, just became a little inconsistent at times, so we're not going to listen to that next.
I don't know quite yet what I want to do, but just keep that in the back of your head. You never know. It may be coming tomorrow. Heck, no, not tomorrow, but my favorite airplane, the American Airlines McDonald's.
This was about experience over models. I think that I did a very good job distributing both. I only had so many opportunities to fly this year, and I did end up flying 16 flights, I believe. 16, so I'm not complaining about that part of it. The American MDA, I did get to fly the last flight, which is by far the highlight of 2019. I really enjoyed it, and it was amazing.
Right now, it's looking like Cleveland's the best flight too.
That's what I'm talking about.
And wondering, and missing the MD-80. I'm gonna I do have money saved up that I can't buy some. It would work for me to fly it, but I don't know how connections would work and where it's gonna be. If it's they used to fly O'Hare back in anything. Let me know because I would do it. But okay. Besides that, experience over models, and I explained myself very well. 10,000 followers on Instagram.
That was a conservative goal, but we did reach 12,300 on Instagram. I was very proud of that. I'll talk about my goals for 2019 or 2020 shortly, but I just want to get through this real quick.
10,000 for sure, but and also I did a little bit of math. We had around 110,000 likes this year.
That's an increase from last year, actually. Guess what, guys? We had 150,000.4 likes, even though the decrease in followers. Thank you guys so much for all the likes. I really appreciate it. But I became consistent mid-2018, so that's kind of something to consider. But we missed only one day out of the year, which I'm still very upset about to this point. I'm not really going to talk about the day I missed. It was unfortunate. I think I was sick. Very bad. But we posted 364 days out of the year. We had 369 posts. We accumulated with the last post probably around 150,000 likes pretty much. So thank you guys so much for that. It was surreal to have changing that many lives content wise. So I really want to thank you guys. That really means a lot. And we gained around 4,500 followers. Thank you guys so much for that. That was a big increase, or not increase, but a pretty great number. I'll talk about my Instagram goals for 2019 shortly. Or 2020, God.
On 292 posts. Thank you guys so much for that. That's averaging 371 likes per picture.
We're also up from that number. We're at 409, so thank you guys.
Sure, it's really good. It's really, really good.
But you do have to kind of consider that the first half of 2018 was very inconsistent and really bad. So
can't believe that I have you guys supporting. 500 subscribers by the end of the year.
That's by far the most proudest thing I am of 2019. 714. That's all thank you to you guys. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell just for that, because we did 500 subscribers alone in 2019, and there's nothing more to be proud of than that. And I want to hear what I had to say about it because I did not listen to the whole thing. But we got the 500 subscribers back in July. And we almost made 750. Unfortunately, there was a little inconsistency. But the subscribers have been going up. Make sure to be ready for the live streams. Those are big events, and people are always there and ready for them. So.
Going big or go home. I want ad revenue by 2020.
And I still agree with that to this time. Yes, ad revenue by 2020. We're going to do that. I'll talk about that once we get to the goals. 28 minutes.
I'd really like it by next year. If I have a couple of really good videos, if I have some more model massive unboxing.
We did, but the growth is still insane to try to think that for where I was at the time with literally 150 subscribers.
Unboxings. If I have more trip reports, and if I have all of the backlog is starting to build up, guys.
And I still agree with that to this day. We had like 100 videos in 2019. And the backlog with the views and everything, especially with the Psycho 8 Geek video, the views, all the whole backlog started. But I ramble on about other YouTubers here for like another 10 minutes. So let's skip that.
I mean, you got Aviation.
Here we go.
I should be able to remember his name right now. I should remember it. It's 1975. I Trip Report, watched some of his stations. He would have been there. But he's probably all the way down here on my subscriptions for whatever reason. Okay, I'll just go here. Was it more than that? 159, yeah. Below. So DJ's Aviation, watch his stuff. He's backlog, and it's got to build up. AS Aviation should add revenue. It would be nice because I haven't been there. He came through trip reports. Sun hashtag November 415. Diecast Malik. Exact.
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure. Just want to say, and then 25,000 to 50,000 views. It depends how trip.
And we freaking absolutely blew that out of the water with, at the moment, 67,000 channel views. So thank you guys so much for that.
airports go, and depends how many flights I have, so that's why it's such a big number. But I want big numbers. New models, we already talked about this, but somehow I would like to find a way.
We did.
Better pictures. They're pretty gosh darn good right now, but I'd still like to find a way to clean them up and maybe even upgrade my camera body at
And that would be a nice goal for 2020, but I haven't decided on that
some point,
yet.
but
So.
probably not this year. Post every day on Instagram. Do not miss a single day, no matter what.
And unfortunately, that's one of the things that I barely screwed up. I missed one day. So, we'll have the same goal for 2020.
What? Do not miss a single day. Simple as that. Do not miss a day.
So close.
If I don't miss a day, big pat on the back. But post every day since May 22nd. I can do it. Make the fans happy. That's my last goal and my last comment.
And I think you guys, for the most part, were happy from looking at the comments. I could only read off how many awesomes I got and how awesome it was. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. So thank you guys so much for that. And that'll do it for all of 2019. Finally, time to roll into 2020 after over 30 minutes. So my goals for 2020 to start the decade. I'm going to go with some of the same stuff I had last year because I think they were good guidelines and something that I need to keep building off of. Number 1, do not quit. Let's rename that. Number 1, do not be inconsistent. I'm going to try my absolute best, even through football, if I do decide to play again, is to hopefully keep at least some consistency and not miss out on much. Number 2, be happy and do what you love and love what you do. There's no question to that. That's the reason we're here, to enjoy it. 68,000 channel views, rather. Sorry. But we're just trying to just do the best that we can, do what we love, and love what we do. There's really no question to that. Number 3, we're going to begin with the numbers goals, actually. So, for Instagram, where I'm going to start, post every day and attempt not to miss a day. My goal is to make 365 this year. I made 364 last year, so it is what it is. It's okay. I'll make it happen. So currently I sit at 12,339 followers. My goal for 2020 by the end of the year, 15,000 followers. That's a little over 2,500. I know we can get to 15,000. There's going to be some awesome pictures and a lot of 2019 content coming, so you're not going to want to miss out on that. And then my goal for the year is to hopefully have another picture with 3,000 likes, but the ultimate goal would be to have a picture with 4,000 likes because I had pictures with 3,000 the previous 2 years. So picture with 4,000 likes, that's a goal too. So 15,000 followers, 4,000 like picture, post every day. YouTube. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but by the end of 2020, Red River Aviation's YouTube channel will have 1,500 subscribers. I'm confident. I know we can do it. There's no questions about it. We're going all big, and we're going for 15,000. I'll still be happy if we get at least to 1,000, hopefully to 1,250, but I know we can get 1,500. There's no question about it. We're getting the 1,500, and we're probably going to, maybe we'll gain that in the year. That would be the ultimate goal. But 1,500 subscribers. And I'm going to go to the analytics page real quick before I wrap this up because this number's gotten insane. Like, thank you guys so much for watching to this point if you are, but this probably won't be that viewed that much because this isn't the content that you guys just absolutely love and desire for. Okay. 100,000 views in 2020. I know we can do it. Overall, I would like to be sitting at least 200,000 or so would be the ultimate goal. 168,000 views. Why not put it at that number for the end of 2020? Ad revenue. Ad revenue is going to happen in 2020. There's absolutely no questions about it. Be excited for ad revenue because that is coming in 2020. Please watch the ads through. It's going to really help me out. More content. All the money is going back to models. So, and obviously airplane stuff. So, All money made here will go through airplane stuff or will be saved for future airplane stuff. Like I said, 1,500 subscribers, hopefully 750 within a year, or maybe even 1,500 within a year. But my ultimate goal is to have 1,500 subscribers by the end of the year, and obviously add revenue. I'm trying to think if there's any more goals I have. There's already a trip planned. Make it over to Tulsa. Hopefully at least once a month would be the ultimate goal. I think I'm about to go here towards the end of the week, but that would be good. Be happy, do big things, and never miss a beat. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I hope you guys are all excited for a fantastic 2020. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be coming out in the next couple days. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for the next live streams and everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Red River Aviation is signing off.